Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining in. Everything is possible. My podcast where I keep talking about something interesting every time. And like I promised you in the last session, this time I'm going to bring out something which maybe you are looking for. I know most of us look for. Breaking free from fear and limitations. How many of us feel that freedom is just an illusion? We can never achieve freedom. You may be right, you may be wrong, or maybe you have not still understood the meaning of freedom. Because today in my podcast, Everything is Possible, I will be exploring the possibilities of life and push beyond the boundaries of what thought as possible. I'm your host Siddharth Sen. Today we are talking about freedom. What does it really mean to be free? Is it just a concept, or can we live it really every day? The power of freedom is fundamental desire everybody has. We all want to be free from constraints, free to make choices, free to live life in our own way, on our own terms, but often we let fear and limitations hold us back. I want to take some examples from the history and in the current world where these barriers have been broken and challenged, and we have understood that freedom is not an illusion. Are you ready to be there with me till the end of the podcast? Then tune in and let's start this. Let me talk about a person from the past first, and that is who else than the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. If you recall, Mahatma Gandhi was not only trying to fight for himself, but the whole country. But who was giving him that inspiration that he, a not so tall guy, a lean person, can actually fight for the whole nation? He was fighting against one thing, which was freedom to live. When we were under the British Empire rule, he single-handedly took that decision to fight for the whole nation. And then he got so many people supporting him for his non-violence that it became the biggest movement of the world. That one person with his shawl and a loincloth roamed around the whole country to bring one thought into everybody's mind that we are capable to be free and get freedom for ourselves. Those times were difficult because there was no social media. How was he really promoting his freedom thought? He had to go a lot and everywhere to do this. But that is exactly what freedom we wanted at that point of time, and he has been integral to getting our freedom. Now let's talk about somebody in the current era, and then I want to bring a name which I don't know if everybody has heard. This is a person who got Nobel Peace Prize for dedicating his life to rescue children from bonded labor and advocating for their education and freedom. His work showed us that freedom is not just a personal desire, it's a fundamental human right that we must fight for. I'm talking about Kailash Satyarthi, the face behind Bachpan Bachao Andolan, which saved thousands of children from exploitation. And the story doesn't end here. We can take so many examples. Like we can talk about Kiran Bedi, a renowned social activist and the first woman to join the Indian Police Service. She is known for her tireless efforts in promoting women empowerment, education, and community development. My role model since childhood. She is a proud recipient of the United Nations Medal for Outstanding Service. The other examples can be uh, Arundhati Bhattacharya, the trailblazing banker who was first woman to head the State Bank of India. She is a champion of women's rights and education, and her leadership has inspired many women to pursue careers in finance and business. We can even take the example of Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison fighting for freedom and equality. He could have given up very easily, but he didn't. He chose to use his experience as a catalyst for change. Or the story of J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter series while struggling as a single mother. She didn't have a penny to save for herself, but she didn't let her circumstances define herself. Instead, she used them as a fuel for her creativity. Her story shows us that freedom is not just about external circumstances, it's about the freedom to think, create, and dream. Even my personal story is something like that. After 2 decades of corporate slavery, I decided to break free and pursue my passion for writing. It wasn't easy, but I took the leap and became an author, and now a coach as well. It's been a journey of self discovery and growth, and I'm grateful for the freedom to create and express myself. So, what are we learning from all these examples? The greatest or the greatest, the legends, even my own story. We are learning that freedom requires action. Freedom is sitting there in our minds. Our mindset is the biggest obstacle to freedom. We tell ourselves stories about what's possible and what's not. We limit ourselves with negative self talk and fear of failure. But what if I tell you to flip the script? What if I tell you to believe that freedom is possible? What if I tell you that if we take risks, challenges which can push our boundaries beyond our comfort zones, then freedom is possible? It's not about waiting for that perfect moment or until we are ready. It's about taking that first step, no matter how scary it may seem. But the most important part is the intention to help ourselves be free. Be free from all the kind of negative thoughts, and with an intention that we can actually serve and make other individuals also free like us. It is that responsibility we are taking for ourselves and not anybody else. That is freedom. So, what does really it means to live free? It means embracing uncertainty, taking risk, and trusting ourselves. It means being true to our values, passions, and desires. It means living life on our own terms without apology or expectation. Imagine waking up every morning feeling empowered, excited, and free, where free means fearlessness in upholding our rights to be empowered for authentic expression, and freedom means fearlessness in upholding our rights to be empowered for authentic expression with dignity to create opportunity for ourselves through mindful living. That is what freedom means. And that's what freedom feels like. It feels like liberation. It feels like living life to the fullest. It is not a concept, my dear friends, it is a lived experience. It is a choice we make every day to live life which we want to live for ourselves. So ask yourself, what's holding you back from experiencing freedom? Is it fear, limitation, or societal expectation? Whatever it is, I encourage you to challenge it today. Join me next time as we explore more topics that push the boundaries of what's thought possible. But till then, Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review or comment in the comment section. Like, share. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and keep exploring. Your host, Siddharth Sen, is signing off. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye bye. And keep believing everything is possible.